Here's a quick, messy scan of most of the things I've purchased for recording. Now let's go over them. Hi, it's Evie. I'm recording on my phone right now, and I'm going to swap it out and use this camera here in just a minute. I didn't put the microphone in, so I hope I don't have to turn the sound up. So this is the Osmo Pocket 3 and DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And this is by far my favorite little camera. And I bought this little rubber piece so it stands up. I didn't care for the tripod. Now I'm gonna stop it and start filming on this, and I'll come right back. Okay, that's much better. I record some of my stuff with my phone and some I use a camera. I don't like using the phone for a couple of reasons. I have a harder time figuring out where to look, and if I have a notification go off on my phone, it's an interruption. Whether the viewer can hear it or not, I hear it. So I got away from using my phone fairly early. I still use it when I need to take a picture of something and I'm not going to get the camera out. Not that it's a big deal, but I prefer my camera over all of it. And the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is my very favorite. I went on and I bought this, which you've seen before, and this has been great for outside. I'm having still a little bit of an issue on where to look, which is going to be right in the center of that lens, and I'm wanting to look up here. I did put a little sticker on here, and I cannot remember. I know the guy's name is Robert, but Robert Retired Life or something like that. He's got a decent sized channel, and he's the one that told me put a sticker on it. If nothing else, the sticker reminds me, hey, look down here, not look up, even though it's not in the exact right place. So those are two things that I'm using. I also bought this extra microphone, the DJI Mini, to go with the action camera. And obviously it has a smaller battery because it's a smaller microphone. The major difference that I don't like between the regular size DJI microphone is it doesn't vibrate when you turn it on or off. The other one does. And so I can just kind of reach without looking and push the button and know that it's on. The other one, I'm going 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi before I know. On to memory cards. I bought this memory card at Best Buy when I bought the camera I'm using, and it definitely needs it. I bought this one from Walmart when I bought the Action 5. It does have an internal memory, so this is not actually necessary, but the first one was. Let me see if I can quiet him down. Okay, now on to some things that I'm not using. I did a few cooking videos in the beginning, and I bought this little stand that has the MagSafe on it so that I can clip, this is just an extra phone I use sometimes, on there like that, and I can adjust it up and down, and it keeps the tripod legs out of whatever I'm filming. I'm not using this anymore. I haven't done a cooking video in a while. Not that I'm a professional, I just like doing them. But I have an iPad mini that I have on the counter where I get ready, and I just play a video without any earbuds, and this holds it up. So this has been repurposed. My very first gimbal is this Holhem, and it's a nice gimbal. It does have to be charged independently, and I bought it for a phone. I used it 2 or 3 times, and I probably need to find it a home. So I did an upgrade, and I bought, to me an upgrade anyway, I got the DJI gimbal, which was also to use with a phone. It's got the MagSafe on it. I've never used it. I've tried, and I get frustrated, and then I'm like, I'll just go back and do it my own way. Here is a tripod for my phone. with the MagSafe. Both my phone and the one I just used for a camera, this is an iPhone 11 with no service on it. It works on both of those. And I was using that when I would film the Grandboys because I wasn't too worried about the phone falling. Here is another MagSafe. Before I bought a camera, I was using both of the phones, like so I could get different views and then clip them apart. Honestly, I think the reason I bought this other tripod was because it's a little more heavy duty. This one is K&F, and I don't even see a brand name on. Oh, this one is Vimity or Vimity. Anyway, they have little remotes with them and so on. I think all of them do. But I'm not really using any of those three tripods. My favorite tripod is this Ulanzi, and I like the way it feels. It feels sturdy, and it has the little, I think they call that a quarter turn, something like that, where you can put a camera right on the bottom, which also the Osmo has. If you have the battery handle on, you can screw that on, or it will work for the Action 5 as long as you have the correct adapter. So I have another one coming. It's not exactly like this. The other one has a few more adjustment points on it. So I would like to rehome some of that stuff and just go with these two tripods. Here is the tricycle mount, which actually my husband bought for me. And it works with, well, it would work with either one depending on what hardware you put on it. But the Action 5 is what I used. And this thing was rock steady. That's a keeper. I have a case for the Osmo Pocket 3, and I liked it because it has extra magnetic lens storage spots in it. So they go right in there like that, and you're not as likely to lose them. However, I don't think the lenses that I bought stay on very well, so I don't put any extra lenses on the camera. But here's a couple more of the ND filters for bright light that I have that I did use a couple of times. Both times I lost them and had to go back and find them. Once it was in my pocket. Like I stuck the camera in my pocket and then I pulled it back out and I was like, oh no, what happened? And the lens actually stayed in my pocket. And I was like, this is not for me. This is the current cover I'm using. It's a little more sleek. It's got the velvet on the inside with no lens storage, but it covers the buttons and everything, and I like that. This is a cage for my Osmo Pocket 3 that goes in my car with the suction mount, and this is made by Neewer, Neewer, and it's really good quality, and I really like it. I'm currently using this if I'm in the car. My accessory bag with my, where's the top here? I guess it doesn't show the name. Anyway, the accessory kit that came with the Pocket 3. Here is a set of microphones that I bought, and I do use them occasionally. They're made by Boya, and I think they're about in the $50 range. There's two little tiny microphones that have little clips. And this I ordered with two different connections, both the C and the Lightning, because the old iPhone 11 is Lightning connection. I'm not sure how to say this, but I'm going to say Mano. And this is another set of microphones. These were a little bit more, not by much, and they work just as well. They're just bigger. This one I only have the C connection for, and both the boxes charge the microphones, and these, like I said, are a little bit larger with a clip. And this one I haven't used in a really long time. This is something that I bought and I was so happy when I got it. It goes around your neck. It opens up by pushing this button. There we go. And you put it on and then you clip it and then your phone. I don't want to get this on me and I can't get it back off. Maybe I'll just finish the video with it. So put it on like this, and if you're using the rear camera, then you can see like what you're stirring. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to be great. But you have to walk really careful, and if you're stirring, well, then the phone's going to be shaking. So kind of like a little novelty item. It's good if you're very steady, and I'm not very steady. So that was not really a win, but I was really happy to get it. Almost done. Why should I do those? This is a hard drive, and I didn't start saving my videos in the beginning. I just let them load on YouTube, and then I was advised to go ahead and save them onto something different so that I would have them. So I have half of May, all of June, all of July, and I have August on my computer to still transfer over. And this is a pretty big one. I think it's a terabyte. It should say on here, I would think. Maybe you have to plug it in to see it. But anyway, I think this was like $69 or something, but it's really easy to use by Anchor. And I guess that's it. So I hear a lot of people that make videos give advice on don't buy the camera, just use your phone. And you sure can use your phone. I've used my phone before, and like I said in the beginning, it's awkward because the phone, you know, is rectangular and you have to look off to the side. So I feel like, you know, I'm talking to somebody that's not really there. So personally, it's more comfortable with the camera. Osmo Pocket 3 is my love. But this one is more practical for taking out and about and is surprisingly stable. I haven't looked into whether I could use a gimbal with it or not to make it even more stable, but that's just going to add more weight and more bulk to take out and about. So I've wasted some money. I don't think I've wasted a lot of money. I did buy one camera that I returned, and it's the Insta360 Go S. And I did save a picture of it to show you in here. The little piece that pops out is about as big as my thumb, and I thought, oh my goodness, this is going to be great for taking outside and filming things like trees and creeks and ducks and so on. And there's no steadiness to it at all. What sold me on that camera before I bought it was I watched this guy have the camera inside the refrigerator, and when he opened it up, it showed him taking a product out, and then he closed the refrigerator. And then another one, the camera was on the bottom of a skateboard, maybe like the lip on the front of it. I was extremely impressed, and I was like, I want it, I want it, I want it. Then I got it, and I was like, I don't get stuff out of the refrigerator with my camera, but I thought I was going to cook with it. And well, I don't ride a skateboard, nor do I have a skateboard. So I decided that camera was a little bit too much action. How can I say this? I don't have enough action for that camera. So I had it for a day or so, and I took it back. And I very, very cautiously shopped for a camera and watched realistic reviews for my lifestyle to choose a camera. And that's how I decided to go with the Osmo Action 5 Pro. And one more point about both of them being Osmo is the menus are very, very similar. So it's not like relearning something new, which to me is really important. So I hope I haven't babbled on too long. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.